from Indian Tech Academy, and today we are going to cover the book The 5 Second Rule by Mel Robbins. So it is one of the international bestseller book, and today we are going to summarize the whole book, and I will be talking about the different aspects of this book and how you can use the 5 second rule uh, to get more things done in your life. So let's start with the topic. So I have a couple of quotes that you would love to listen. That is uh, the 5 second rule. I am really applying in my life, and it is quite applicable. And this is a very fun concept, and you can easily apply it in your daily life to get more things done out of your life. So there is a famous quote by John Abraham: "The answer is always in front of you, and the problem is that you don't see it. The opportunities are already exist in the environment. Okay, everywhere opportunities exist, but that depends upon how you see this. If you see the problem as an opportunity, or you think this is a problem. So what you want to do is that you take action. When you see the opportunity exists, you take action, you make good decisions, you grow yourself. And another thing is that I can't change the external world. There is no control of the external world that I am living in. Okay, so what I can do is that I can change myself from within. That depends upon how I see the world. Okay, I can't change the external world, I can't change the people around me. So what I can do is I can change myself. I can go to that higher level of state. I can raise my bar. Okay, so raising the bar, there is a famous quote by Sanju that is opportunity multiply as they are seized. Okay, when you try to see the opportunities, okay, when you try to seize the opportunity, when you try to get the most out of that opportunity, when you are in control, okay, so the opportunity that you are looking for, the opportunity that you are seeing right now, that will multiply. Okay, so let's talk about what is the 5 second rule. Okay, and another quote that I really love is that you are only one decision away from a completely different life. Okay, so the decision you make, the kind of decision you make in your life, the kind of decision you make to either you can take a decision to go to party, or spend the weekend with your friends or something, or you can take a decision to learn something. You can take a decision to find out something new, to research about something, to find out the problems that people are facing, to find out the what kind of value that you can create. Okay, when you try to find out all these things, you can be successful. And let's talk about the 5 second rule. And okay, the what do the 5 second rule says is that according to the 5 second rule, the 5 second rule says that the moment you have an instinct to act on any kind of goal that you have, just count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What you want to do is that you want to reverse count from 5 to 1 and take action when you reach 1. Okay, take the physical action in 5 seconds. That is the 5 second rule. When you have any problem, when you have any kind of fear that is coming into your mind, then just take action. And there is a famous saying that I can remember from Rudra, that is, if you want to be successful in your life, you want to do something with your life, then take action, and take action right now. In every video end, Rudra Tracy always talk about this. So let's talk about the 5 second rule. Okay, so what you can do is that when you have any kind of instinct to achieve, to when you have a task to do which will lead you towards your goal that you have set. And if you want to set your goal higher than you're thinking, that you can refer to the book 10x rule by Grant Cardone. I have already made a video on that, and I will put the link in the description so that you can easily grab that video. And I will recommend you to watch that video also, because there is a lovely concept of setting up your goal and how you can achieve your goal, and how you can multiply the multiply your income, multiply your the happiness that happiness in your life and all, and by setting the goals higher. Okay, so what you can do is that when you have any instinct to act upon your goal, so what you can do is that you can eliminate the fear that you have. Okay, so eliminate the fear is of different kinds, and we have read this in Think and Grow Rich. So what you're gonna do is that you need to eliminate that fear. You need to eliminate that the terror barrier that Bob Proctor say. The Bob Proctor usually says about the terror barrier, that how you can break the terror barrier and be successful with your life. So what does the counting does? What does the counting does? When you count from 5 to 1, what happens is that you focus on your goal, and you are less distracted from the worries and the thoughts and the kind of fear that you have. Okay, when you're counting things, so you are more focused on the goal. And when you reach to 1, when you're counting from 5 to 1, 5 4 3 2 1, and when you reach 1, just move on, just go and do the work. Okay, this tool helps. This the 5 to 1, that is the 5-second rule. This is basically a tool that helps you to avoid overthinking, and that will avoid the complexity that you are having in your life while taking action. And it is a very simple concept, and when you take physical action, when you take physical movement, when you move, your mind follows according to your body, according to the action that you are taking. Okay, so I have been working on this concept since last 2 or 3 days, and it is quite impressive and quite working on my life. What I will do is that when I want to make a video, or when I want to study something, when I want to read a book and summarize the book, what I ask myself is that I just count from 5 to 1, and when it reaches 1, I just take action. I just move on. I just go and do the work, just complete the work. That's what I do. And in this way, my efficiency really increases, and I don't think much, and the overthinking and the complexity that I was really having while taking any kind of action, that goes away. And in this way, and the next concept that we want to look for is that metacognition concept. That is very important thing that you need to know, that I think that you need to know, that this technique allows you to beat your brain in order to accomplish your greater goal. When you set any kind of goal, any kind of greater goal, that 10 times higher goal that Grant Cardone usually talk about, the 10 times higher goal. When you set your goal, when you set your higher goal, and you want to accomplish that particular goal, what you want to do is that you just allow yourself to beat your brain. Okay, you allow yourself to beat your brain and take the action. How you take the action? Just by counting from 5 to 1. This is a very simple tool that you can use to take actions. So the 5-second rule acts on the concept of metacognition, which is I have explained it very well, and this is a very good concept. So let's talk about what are the application of this rule. What are the possible things that you can do. Okay, so what you can change your habits, your feeling, the insecurities, the fears that you're having, which usually drag you down, which hinders your progress. So by applying this 5-second rule, you can easily eliminate all those things, and this is a very good concept, and you can really apply it in your life. So let's talk about the other things that you need to know. That is, when you take any kind of action using the 5-second rule, when you do something using this 5-second rule, what happens is that when you take action, your self-confidence increases. And by repeating the rule, by repeating and by continuously taking action over and over again, when you repeat the things, you break the terror barrier, as Bob Proctor says, when you break the terror barrier, you basically increase the self-confidence. And it's okay to be scared. Being scared means you are doing something that's meaningful, and you are doing really, really brave work. Okay, just repeat the 5-second rule in your life whenever you are taking any kind of action, when you are hesitating, when you are having any kind of when you're taking any kind of action. All the knowledge and the answer are within you. Just remember that all the knowledge and answer are within you. You reflect in the external world or the external environment what is within you. If there is positiveness within you, you will show the positiveness. You will show your positive attitude or positive vibes by smiling, by looking at people, by connecting to people. If there is fear within you, if there is anger, frustration then within you, then you will show the exact same thing to the environment, to the people around you. So all the learning comes when you take action. When you take action, your confidence increases, your self-confidence increases, the courage increases, and all the learning comes from taking action. If you're not taking action, how will you learn? Do you think that you can learn all these things not by taking action? If you take action, you'll learn a lot of things, and these are the kind of ideas or that the kind of things that you can apply these ideas, the rule, the 5-second rule. These are the places where you can apply. I have listed down things that you can apply. There are a lot of people who have public speaking problem. They feel shy, they feel uncomfortable while talking to a lot of people. And when you're going for any public speaking, just ask yourself, apply the 5-second rule and go and talk to people, go and meet with people. Another thing is that you can stay positive, you can find time for yourself, you can ask for feedback, you can raise your hands in the classroom. A lot of times I'm doing my post-graduation, and I have seen that people hesitate to raise their hand in the classroom. Whenever the teacher asks any kind of question, they hesitate. They do whatever they are thinking in their mind, they just hesitate to raise their hands. And you can ask for your raise if you are doing any kind of job. If you are working in any kind of organization, then you can ask for raise. You can work on your resume that you really want to work on. You can stick to your plans, you can leave your house or your comfort zone. This is a very important thing that you need to do. And most of the entrepreneurs, most of the people who wants to be successful in their life, they wants to get out of their comfort zone, they wants to get out of their house, they want to go to settle down in a new city, they want to meet new people. So leaving your house, leaving your comfort zone is you can apply this. And volunteering to go first. I've seen a lot of people don't want to go. When I've seen in many conferences, many videos and many other things that people when we are asking for volunteering something or asking people to volunteer, then they don't go. They don't usually go, they hesitate. So why to hesitate? Just apply the rule and go and work on that. So talking to someone that you found attractive, talking with girls. So a lot of people hesitate to talk to girls that they really like, that they love talking about. They found that they are really attractive. And stepping on the dance floor, publishing your videos, going to gym, eating moderate amount, saying no, asking for help, listening. And guys, listening is one of the most important thing that you need to have. When you are listening, you are finding the problem. People will tell you their secrets, their problems, whatever the frustration, the problems that they're going through. And when they tell you the problems that they're having, then you will come up with the solution. And you need to be the solution oriented. Okay, so when you're listening to people, they would love to spend the time with you. Because if you want to speak, if you are a good communicator, then you need to listen to people. The first thing that is essential, the first essential thing in communication is listening. So these are the ideas, or the application of ideas that you can use this rule. And So the second thing that we are going to discuss is the courage. So you the first thing of courage is one life, no regret. This is a very good concept, and I have seen a lot of people around my in my friend list, in my friends. There are a lot of my friends and my family members. So what they do is that they tend to procrastinate things, that they don't want to do things, and it's not a very good idea, because your life is very short. You are not going to live forever, and people forget that they are not going to live forever. So you will never regret for the steps that you have taken, but you will regret for the steps that you have not taken. For example, you want to talk to a girl. I have a friend that I want to tell a story about that. I have a friend who used to like a girl from our class, and what he did that he wait for around 5 or 10 years just to talk to that girl. From my whole high school, he was trying to talk to that girl, but the time never come that and today he regrets that he could not be able to talk to that girl. So this is your one life that you get. Build some courage. One life, there should be no regrets over. And when you take action, when you take steps to do that, then you don't have regrets. But when you do not do things, when you do not take the step that is required, then you will feel regret. Now let's talk about, it's not the big moves that you have taken. It's not the big moves that change everything. It's the smallest one in your everyday life that do. Okay. The big moves, when there is a concept of a drop of water makes the sea. So do the things that scares you over and over again and build courage over that. Okay. When you take the action in a repeat manner, the repetition is there, then what happens is that the metacognition, when the continuous metacognition will happen, the first it will be scary. First it will be then for scary it will be both scary plus the fun. But after you do these things after over and over again, then it will be fun for you. The scaring part will be removed from that. According to the psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, he said that the activation energy is one of the reason why making changes in your life is so hard. So he has talked about the human behavior, that how the activation energy is the main reason which hinders the change. What is activation energy? The activation energy is basically the initial huge push that requires that you need to do something, to initiate something. So you can do any kind of work. The activation energy, the initial huge push, that is the most important thing. That is why we do not do things. So we need to develop that activation energy, and this tool will help you to develop that activation energy. The 5-second rule: just count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just go. Just get the things done. So let's talk about confidence. Confidence is closely related to courage, and confidence is totally based upon practice. Confidence is not a matter of personality. Confidence is the belief that you have in yourself and the ideas, and in yourself, in your ideas and your capabilities that you have. So what you can do is that you can believe in yourself, your ideas, your capabilities. You can support yourself, you can learn, you can trust. So what you can do is that you can surround yourself with the people who have the same mindset, who believes in you. When people will believe in you, you will get confident. You will be more confident. So what I do is that I surround myself with the people who believe in me, not the people who has doubt in my capabilities, in my ideas, in myself. So surround yourself with the people who believe in you. If you don't have the people who believe in you, what you can do is that you can take action by using the 5-second rule, by starting from small. You can support yourself by your own, by learning things, by building trust upon yourself, by practicing things. Or what you can do is that you can surround yourself with the people who believe in you. So let's talk about the another thing that is one of the important part, that is procrastination. And I've seen a lot of people who have procrastination, and it is one of the most important problem, and it is the opposite of decision. Okay, procrastination is the opposite of decision, that is written in that book of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I really love the concept of Napoleon Hill. It is really a classic book. It is around for 100 of years. It is a really classic book. So let's talk about procrastination. So there are two kinds of procrastination that are there. One is productive procrastination and one is destructive procrastination. If we talk about productive procrastination, and productive procrastination are like creative. When you're doing something creative, innovative project or creative project or innovative, when you are working on any kind of innovative idea, that takes time. That takes time for your mind to think. So what you wanna do is that you wanna give some extra time to your mind to wander, so that it can get ideas. And what about the destructive procrastination? The destructive procrastination is avoiding the work that's need to be done, not getting things done. That is the destructive procrastination. And a lot of times it is the destructive procrastination is kind of a thing that hinders your progress, that sets you back from the kind of progress that you want to make. So now we have talked about procrastination, and the last thing that we are going to talk is the flow. How you can build flow. Flow is a very important concept of the 5-second rule. How to develop the flow. Getting things done is okay. But getting things done in a faster way, in a quicker way, is the flow. Getting things done in a faster or quicker way is the flow. So how you can get things done in a faster and quicker way? So if you talk about flow, when you are assigned some work that requires your skill and that really challenges you, a little bit challenge is there. When challenge increases, skill also increases. But the challenge and the skill, that should be in balanced manner. Okay, so if there is challenge, then your skill will develop. That's why most of the people look for a challenging career in their life, so that they can develop their skill. So let's talk about the flow. How you can develop the flow. So you can develop the flow by setting a clear goal. And the second thing that you want to do is that you can immediate reporting and feedback should be there. And the balance between reporting and feedback, the action with awareness, distraction excluded from your consciousness, fear of failure tapered away, and self-consciousness, distraction of time, activity, and person becomes automatic. So when you cover all these things, then the flow, you can achieve the flow. So what you want to do is that I have talked about this book, and I think that by applying the 5-second rule, you can really get more and more things done. And it is a very nice concept. I love this concept, And if you want to get more things done, if you want to do something with your life, if you want to if you want to optimize your time, then this is one of the best way to do that. And it is one of the bestseller book by Mel Robbins, and I love this concept. And if you love this book, then you can buy this book from Amazon, and it costs around $100 maybe. So it is a really good book, and it's worth reading. And if you want to know more things about this book, then you can buy the book and you can read it. But this is all that I have found that is the most important part, and I really want to summarize all these things, and I love this book. So you can apply the 5-second rule in every aspect of your life. If you like our video, if you like our content, the content that I have created, then please do subscribe to our channel. That will motivate us. That comment down below that how this video has changed your life, and how did you apply the 5-second rule in your life. I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, just give us a thumbs up so that we'll be motivated to make more such kind of awesome videos. And do subscribe to our channel, comment down below. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Rudra Prasad signing off. Bye bye.